Last year, Korea became our second largest destination for U.S. cheese. It increased over the past 5 years, 217%.
The U.S. supplier has been working with the Korean buyer for a number of years, mainly in the cream cheese product. During the last 2 years, they've introduced a single-serve cream cheese to the Korean market, and that has taken off. And as a result of that, they've identified other cheese varieties, and they came out with a single-serve string cheese, and that has turned out to be a success.
I mean, we've been working in the Korean market for about a decade now, and up until recently, the U.S. was not seen as a cheese supplier, a major cheese supplier, let alone a cheese supplier.
It came about as a result of a long-term relationship between a U.S. supplier and a Korean buyer. They were initially engaged in the U.S. cream cheese business, and back last June they introduced a single-serve U.S. string cheese to the market, especially to the convenience stores. So they launched it in June of 2008, and within 6 months they've increased their imports to 2 containers per month.
Our role as the U.S. Dairy Export Council is to connect the people and act as the bridge between the supplier and the buyer.
It was a success because when we first initially launched it, it was accepted by 1 convenience store, and within 6 months now it's being sold through the 3 top convenience store chains, including 7-Eleven, GS Mart, and Family Mart. And also it is the second best-selling dairy product in the convenience stores after Fluid Milk.
We have increased now our funding to Korea by 18% over last year to do more work, even at the consumer level, which is the part where we're still at the awareness level when you look at the marketing pyramid, and and at the consumer level you're trying to change behavior.
This is a typical example of a long-term relationship where there is trust and there is understanding of the market by the U.S. Member. So it's not something that happens within a day or two. There is better understanding between the 2 companies, so they are able to identify products that would meet the market needs.
This is why we're spending more time in this market, because it's really a core market for us now.
Our role was in supporting them in the promotion of the products, but far before that, it is the trade servicing role that we do, which is important, which is essential, especially for new members coming into the market. We identify potential partners that are able to accommodate the supplier's products into the market. I guess our biggest role is to facilitate the U.S. supplier in partnering with the right potential partners for the Korean market, and once they have the products in, to promote those products to the appropriate audience.
We're actually this year starting a consumer website where we're going to be introducing recipes on how to use cheese, and there will be also an area where it will educate the people about the U.S. as a supplier. So obviously, it probably will have, it will grow the pie as a whole. But our goal is to make the U.S. an important supplier to the market and be recognized for it.
The consumption of dairy overall is on the increase. The Korean diet is changing, and dairy is more of a Western diet than a local diet. But as our diet is changing, consumption of cheese, butter, etc., dairy products is on the increase. So the future outlook is positive. We're eating less of the traditional diet in terms of like rice. We're eating less of rice. We're eating more of bread. We're eating more of pizza than ever before. So the dairy import is very optimistic.